Hey, good morning, guys. How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. I know it's been a little struggle last couple of weeks, but hey, man, like another homer feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah. Homers feel good. I can definitely agree with that. So, just got to keep it rolling. Hopefully, get some W's on the board here going forward, and we'll get hot.
Well, Kiz, I miss you. I'm not on the road. Alexa's doing a great job. Yep. She should do a little bit more to get you guys into the win column somehow.
Of course.
I don't know what that is. But I did want to ask you this, and it's not good to put anyone on the spot, but I wanted to ask you about this because you had a great attitude about it. So you were having fun with the whole C on the jersey thing. Walshy, the clubhouse guy, gave you a jersey with the C on it after Willie McGee said, that's the captain. And it was kind of tongue-in-cheek. You never really were the real captain. But since we talked about it on the show, and you were kind enough to do that, because you could have said, I don't want to talk about it, it's taking on a life of its own, whatever. I tweet out the picture, and there was a lot of love, but there was some blowback. So I'm wondering, did that put you in a bad spot?
No, it didn't put me in a bad spot. It's, kind of what happens in the clubhouse is mainly for the guys on the team and the coaching staff to keep things light and have a good time. So that that's the main goal of a lot of what I do is, to make sure it's, obviously we're, being serious between the white lines, but when we're in the clubhouse and hanging out as a team, it's always fun. It's always good to keep it light and keep it fun.
And that's what that was all about, except some of the stuff is, for you and the guys, but you were kind enough to share it. You're a regular on our show. And I kind of felt like, well, maybe we shouldn't have gone public. Well, you were fine with that because to me, that's the stuff Cardinal fans love. Like, they want to get to know players. They want to be part of what's going on, right? And so I thought it was a good thing. In retrospect, was I okay with that? Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I was totally okay with that.
Yeah, but sometimes you know how that is, man. Do you how is your social media? I mean, do you get on there just to keep up with what's going on in the world, what's going on in baseball? Do you find, and listen, man, I've gone through this too. Like, sometimes you can't help yourself and you read comments. Like, are you there? Do you not care? And are you that active on social media anyway?
I'm not super active on social media. I stay off Twitter, especially during the season, just because, I really don't need any extra noise, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
Because all that really matters to me is, what I have to do and what I think I have to do and my own assessment of how I'm playing, like I said, whether it's good or bad. So I try to stay off Twitter. I'm on Instagram here and there to, put some pictures out because we got some great photographers that take some really cool pictures. So I like to share that with the fans. And but I would say overall, I'm not one of the more active guys on social media.
So let me ask you this. All right, it's a rough stretch for you guys. Pittsburgh, a team that was struggling. I still think you guys' talent far exceeds what they have. You get swept there, the series with Texas, off to a rough start last night. Early on in the season, you guys kind of were going through somewhere. It was always something that went wrong. And now it seems like that is happening again. What's your take on where you guys are and how you get out of this?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely we're back on a tough stretch. I mean, and really, I just always chalk it up to the game of baseball. I mean, you can look at it just from a hitting standpoint of during a season, you have really, really good weeks, you have really, really bad weeks, you have really good games, you have really bad games. And, the thing is you try not to ride the roller coaster too much because there is so many ups and downs in this game. I think what we need to do as a team is really try to stay level, just try to play smart baseball and go about each day as a new day. I think that's what really put us in the right mindset to go on that nice winning streak that we had early in May. And I think if we can just get back to that, just playing smart baseball, being prepared, going in every single day like a new day, I think that should get us back on track.
Kids, it's Cole here. There you go. I'm going to say it every single time so you expect it. So since we last talked to you, this stretch got started off with 2 consecutive off days. First of all, what did you do with all that free time? And was it weird for the guys having that much free time and kind of being out of your routine?
To be honest with you, for me at least, the 2 off days went by in a blink of an eye.
Oh, God.
I honestly, we were playing the first game in Pittsburgh, and I was like, man, it didn't feel like we had an off day. It felt like we were playing a game yesterday. So that's what it felt like for me. In my free time, I honestly didn't do a whole lot. I had some of my own housekeeping things to take care of. Got a haircut. Had to do some shopping for London. Little things like that, but mainly just resting and trying to prepare for the next series.
Hey, Kiz, Seth here.
It's still not fit.
Hey, so we know that your hitting has improved extremely the past month, and you've been doing well with that. The pitching has also done really well. I'm not asking you to reveal the secret formula, but it just seems like the pitchers are a lot more comfortable on the mound, specifically Michaelis. You guys have just been really on page, and things have been going in the right direction.
Yeah, no, I really don't think there's a secret formula. I think what the starting pitching has done, especially lately, I think the main thing they've done is they trust their stuff. And we go into games and they have conviction in what they want to do as far as their game plan. And then they're able to take it out, obviously, onto the mound and execute that game plan really well. I think that's what all of our starters have been doing lately. Like, they're starting to finally hit that groove of, this is what's going to work for me. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make these pitches. And if you look at a lot of these starts, we got starting pitching making big pitches in big situations. So those are all good signs moving forward, and hopefully those guys can stay hot and keep us in ball games.
Now, I have a fake master's in sports psychology from a fake university.
Yeah.
So I have that on my resume. I also follow patterns very closely, very detail-oriented, I'm sure, as you know, Kiz. But let's be honest about it. Your offensive performance has blossomed as part of Hot Take Central. So we're just spitballing here. The team is going through a rough stretch. Do you think if we brokered a deal where we put a Hot Take Central patch on the Cardinal uniform,
that's what I'm
just
thinking,
to see how it goes, do you think they might be able to get a little extra boost from that?
Hey, I think if you can find a way to get that done, I think it has a chance to get us hot. I'm not going to lie.
We need to clip that off and put it out there right now.
He needs some gear, though. Kids need some gear.
We don't have any gear.
I know. We got to make some. Get a hat for him or something.
Kids, I just want to thank you. You come on this show, and things are good, things are bad. You come on, you're the same guy. I appreciate that because it ain't easy.
And the fans appreciate it, too, just so you know. You get a lot of love on this text line, man, just so you know.
Yeah, hey, Kiz, I got a fun one. Well, I got a fun one for you. Did you guys get to talk to Albert at all before that game on Sunday?
Just saw him briefly. He came around and said what's up to everybody in the clubhouse, and it was weird to see Albert in the clubhouse in a suit and tie. It was kind of weird, not a Cardinals uniform with the birds and the bat across the front, but he came around, said hi to everyone. That's the type of guy he is. He loves his teammates, will forever love his teammates, and I didn't get to hear the broadcast, so I hope he had fun doing it and did a good job.
Kiz, thanks for coming on. I look forward to the day of seeing you with a C on one side and a Hot Take Central logo on the other side of the uniform.
Tattoo.
And a 15-game winning streak.
Dang right.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
Thanks, Kiz.
All right, Kiz, man. Appreciate you coming on, dude. Go do your thing. We'll be watching.
Thank you.
See you.
Thanks, Kiz.